And now I'm just a so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think it compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the police that I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. Tannehill's Dolphins going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Ryan hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Now Ryan on first down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third and 2, now Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now Ryan on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 42 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Miami's offense getting ready to come back out onto the field. Take a step back, Charles. You look at the Dolphins in 2017. Look, they were 10-6 in 2016. Many people thought, wow, here we go. 2017 high hopes. They limped to a 6-10 finish, however.
Yeah, and you use the word limped, and it started with the injury to Ryan Tannehill, his knee in preseason, in camp, and then they decided to bring in Jay Cutler. That didn't work the way they expected to work at the quarterback position. Jaycazzz was a Pro Bowl, well over 1,000-yard runner the year before. The chemistry wasn't right. He gets traded to Philadelphia midseason. And Jarvis Landry, over 100 catches this year, but yards per catch, well below 10 yards. So when you add it all together, not what they expected on the offensive side of the ball.
But expanding a little bit on Kenyon Drake, interesting year because hardly used early on. Then Jaycazzz goes to Philly, and he took over as the Dolphins' lead back after that trade.
And was never a lead back in college. He was always that accessory piece who helped him in the special teams as well. So we'll see what the Dolphins decide to do in 2018, see if they give him a little competition at that spot.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Tannehill to Landry. Good for a Dolphin first down. He is, by the way, Jarvis Landry, the man who led the NFL in receptions this last year, 112 of them.
The only issue for him, because he did put it in the end zone 9 times, and people fear him as a running back after he catches the ball, he only averaged 8.8 yards per catch. And that's really down for him. Normally, he gets more after it. But, boy, he is a catch machine in the short career he's had.
Also had a career-high 9 touchdowns in 2017, more than the last 2 years combined. Now Tannehill, he goes underneath to Drake. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Jakeem Grant now to return. Now a hit and a loose It's football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now Tannehill. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. On first down, Drake. And some room to roam now. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 38 yards. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Here's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Ryan to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Ryan. That's complete right around the 8. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. Bust through the tackle. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Being chased out left. Going deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 67 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Andre Roberts now to return it. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Again, a first down carry. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Tannehill. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
On second down, Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Tannehill hands to Drake. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first and goal, Drake. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Second and 10 now. Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Ryan steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On second down, Freeman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Freeman again. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Now Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Ryan to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And, Brandon, I can't help but marvel at how calm these field goal kickers seem to be in situations like this. You know I'm shaking up here like a leaf, and I don't have to kick it.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And no, it's incomplete. So that hits the ground with only 4 seconds remaining. And this should be the last play. One more shot. On second down, it's Drake. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this